my husband Jeff has lost 40 pounds.
And Gina's lost some weight too during the holiday season.
It's so easy. Want to see what we're doing? Hang on. This is the second episode of season 1. If you missed our first video we created a month ago, the link to it is up above. What's the 4-4-4 meal plan, Jeff?
Well, it's 4 meals.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and an evening snack.
About 400 calories each. About 4 hours apart.
That's right.
For a total of 1,600 calories during the day.
And that's what Jeff and I are doing. And my brother did that and lost 60 pounds since April of 2020. And we got excited and started doing it too. And we've had a lot of success.
Now, your level of activity might be different than ours. So your calorie needs might vary. And you may want to talk to your doctor about that.
Correct. You might need a little bit more or maybe a little bit less. But I do advise don't go less than 1,200 calories a day, because when you do, there's a strong possibility that your metabolism could slow down, and that can be so
And then you won't lose weight.
Yeah.
Even though you're eating hardly anything.
And you know what we're trying to do? What we could do forever. Because if you try to just lose weight and then go back to the way you ate before, you can gain all your weight back.
And this is doable because we get to eat things that we like.
That's right. And that evening snack is pretty nice too. And not only is this an easy plan to live with day by day, you can even have a break meal once a week.
So you mean you can mess up and you're still on the plan?
It's not even a mess up. It's planned in because this is going to be livable and doable. We can still go to parties and birthdays and all kinds of fun stuff because we can work it in.
Over.
Well, yeah, once the pandemic's over.
You know what time it is, Gina?
It's time for
the check-in.
Some differences you can tell when you're losing weight without looking at numbers on the scale. What's one of the things you've noticed, Jeff?
I ran out of holes on my belt.
That's so cool.
In the good way.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. For me, I wasn't able to wear jeans because all my jeans were too tight. But now I'm in my jeans, and when I put on this red shirt today, I hadn't worn it in a long time. It's really loose.
Do you have any other videos with you wearing this shirt?
Actually, when I interviewed Bruce Cooper a year ago from Channel 12 News, that video is right up there, and you can check it out. And yeah, I've lost weight since then.
That's great. Well, you know what? We should get to the numbers now.
Okay.
The check-in.
I'm so excited. I've lost 40 pounds so far since last January.
That is so cool. And I'm down 26.
We still have a ways to go, and you can journey along with us.
That's right.
But you know, Gina, I was wondering something.
Now it's time for Q
and A
with G
and J. So Gina, this week's question was submitted by nobody. If you have a question, go ahead and submit it in the comments below.
And we might use it on a future video.
Yes, but I was thinking, I do have my own question that I think people might want to know the answer to.
What's that, Jeff?
Do you have to exercise?
Yes and no. You don't have to exercise.
So
you can lose weight by eating the fewer calories. However, you'll lose weight faster, and it's really healthy to have activity, extra activity in your life.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be specific, like jumping jacks or something like that. But because, you know, like, for instance, on my watch, it keeps track of my steps, and I count it counts up to 10,000. I try to get like 10,000 in a day. That's one way you could just, by what you're doing and
Right.
your level of
If you're
activity.
normally doing about 1,000 steps a day, see if you could do 1,500, and then next week try for 2,000, and you can add to that.
And other things like, for instance, when I'm mowing the lawn, it's not exactly an exercise, but doing chores around the house,
yeah.
it can actually, the more activity that you can do, the more calories that you can burn.
Exactly. And I'm diabetic. And so with type 2 diabetes, they really say it's so helpful. And type 1 diabetes too. It is so helpful to exercise in any kind of activity, any kind of way, because it helps with insulin resistance. So, so for me, I try to exercise every single day doing something. It could be dancing around to music, it just in the house. It can be walking and chores.
And the best exercise, I think, Gina, is the ones when you're doing some sort of activity and you can't eat at the same time. Like, for instance, when we're out going for a walk or something like that, I didn't pack any sandwiches for the way or something like that. Or when I'm mowing the lawn and I'm all dirty and gunky from being outside, I don't want to grab some food while I'm doing that. So you can be busy and you can be burning calories at the same time.
There you go.
So if you have any questions that you would like to submit for us to talk about next time, put them in the comments below. And
now it's time for Vegging Out.
So Gina, what are you making today?
Today I am making Portobello mushroom crusted pizza. It is so delicious. I'm from the Chicago area, so I like a thick, chewy pizza, but there's a lot of carbs in thick, chewy pizza crust, but not if you use our favorite vegetable, portobello mushrooms. Those are the big, giant, see how big it is compared to the size of my hand? They're huge. They are huge and they are so yummy. First, you've got to rinse the mushrooms to get them nice and clean. Then you flip your mushroom upside down. You pull out the stem because you're not going to need that. And before I do the next step, I would like to give kudos to Carrie. Carrie posted on a special Facebook group called Type 2 Diabetes Support for Women how to make these portobello mushroom pizzas. And she calls this part here inside the portobello mushroom fur. And she says, scrape out the fur. So that's what we're going to do next. So just get a spoon because you're going to need to have space. Oops. You're going to need to have space to put all your pizza toppings. Now you can make this pizza any way you want and put whatever toppings you enjoy. And if you're vegetarian, you don't have to add any meat. You could do everything totally meatless. And if you are vegan, I suppose you could use vegan cheese. I've never used vegan cheese. Jeff and I are not vegan, but we do enjoy vegetables. And when you eat a lot of vegetables, you get to eat more volume and you get more for your 400 calories, which is a bonus too. Okay, after you've scraped out the fur,
what do you got there?
take, this is olive oil spray, cooking spray, and it has, look at that, 0 calories because you're not going to use very much. You want to get a pan. You can do a metal pan or a glass Pyrex. I'm going to use my glass Pyrex today. You're going to want to spray a little bit of that on the bottom. And then I'm also going to spray the bottom of the mushroom with this just a real light coat. So it helps onion powder stick and garlic powder. If you like things a little bit spicy, you can add a little crushed red pepper too. And that's what I'm going to do next. I'm just going to sprinkle. And what's nice with onion powder and garlic powder
is there's no additional salt. Here's my onion powder. There will already be some salt in your spaghetti sauce, and if you use any meat, there's some salt in that, so you really don't need any extra salt. And put a little bit of red pepper flakes. So all this seasoning is on the bottom of my big, thick mushroom. And then I flip it over. And next, inside here, you're going to put your spaghetti sauce. I already figured out that Jeff and I could have 3 Portobello mushroom bottoms a piece. So 3 of these mushroom pizzas for lunch. I wanted it to be 400 calories, so I figured out exactly how much salami that we could put in, how much spaghetti sauce with the flavor and style spaghetti sauce I like, and how much cheese I would like. And it added up
just about 400 calories there, Gina.
Yeah, $3.99. So it's just a perfect 400 calorie meal. And different, like I say, different spaghetti sauces will have different calorie counts. Just read your labels and see how many calories are in a serving. My favorite sauce is Prego flavored with meat, but you can, like I say, you can make this totally vegetarian and just use a marinara sauce. Okay, so I have figured out that each of these mushrooms can have a 1/4 cup of sauce. And if you don't use meat, you could actually use extra cheese because you would have enough calories available to add extra cheese if you wanted to. Yep, see how that just fits nicely? There's plenty of sauce. It'll be nice and saucy. And I'm also preheating my oven right now to 350 degrees.
"30 minutes later." Now comes the moment of truth, Gina. Let's take a look.
Ooh. I could have taken on a smidgen earlier. Ooh, this one looks perfect. Look at that.
Beautiful.
And there you have it. This is going to be a big, yummy meal.
Wait a minute, so how many of those do I get?
You get 3 of them.
3? You get 3?
And I get 3.
Perfect. Okay.
Yay!
Thanks.
Vegging out.
Four meals of the week. So Gina, what's your 444 meal of the week?
My favorite 444 meal of the week this week is a barbecue chicken baked potato. It is so delicious. Now I am diabetic, so I have to be very careful. So I definitely weigh my potato, and a small baked potato is 5 ounces and is 110 calories. So I get a 5 ounces worth of baked potato. I get chicken breast, The chicken breast I like to use is from Costco. It comes pre-cooked with their rotisserie chickens, and it's all chicken breast together. It's so yummy. I put 3 ounces of chicken breast, which is 110 calories. Then you take your favorite barbecue sauce. Mine happens to be Joe's barbecue sauce, where I get 2 tablespoons for 50 calories. I put that on the chicken, warm it up after I've cooked the baked potato in my microwave. I put that on top. And then even better, and makes it even more filling, is I will stir fry in 1 teaspoon of olive oil with a little bit of minced garlic, onion, and mushrooms. And then I put the onion and mushrooms around the baked potato. I put the barbecue chicken on top. Oh, it is so delicious. And it's extremely filling, and it doesn't spike my blood sugar.
You know, I'd vote for that for my favorite too. But I have another one that you might be interested in.
Okay.
In fact, you know, you might be thinking, oh, I can never have pizza again. Or there's so few choices for pizza, or pizzas have to taste terrible if I'm on a diet. You know what? I had never tried thin crust pizza before. And my 444 meal of the week of about 400 calories is so easy. It's a Palermo's Primo Thin Crust Margarita Pizza. They have them in grocery stores, but we get ours at Costco, and they come in a big pack, and they're just so delicious. Half the pizza goes to her, half the pizza goes to me, and that's 400 calories a piece.
That's right. And if you're vegetarian, that's a vegetarian option because there's no meat on it, though there is cheese, so it's not vegan, but it is vegetarian.
Now, here's the thing. I'm not vegetarian, but I still love it. It's delicious.
Oh, yeah. They have fresh basil in it. It is so good.
And the little bits of tomatoes cut up in there, very good.
Yeah. And also being diabetic, it helps me if I have a little bit of vegetables with it, so I have a little bit more fiber, and then it doesn't spike my sugar. And the picture that we have with it is with stir-fried asparagus, which we put in the last video, how to make that.
Now, we didn't mention this, but basically, if we have non-starchy vegetables, we don't count them against our calories, because you want to encourage yourself to eat more vegetables.
That's right.
If they're starchy, like peas or
corn, potatoes,
those kinds of things, then you'd have to count the calories for those. But for like asparagus, we don't.
No, or spinach, broccoli, cauliflower, non-starchy vegetables that are low calorie, celery, carrots. We don't worry about the calories in those.
Okay.
But we do count the calories in the olive oil or anything we put on it.
Right. That's not a vegetable.
Right. Well, those are some great choices.
So, which would you choose?
A,
barbecue chicken baked potato,
or
B,
Palermo's Primo Thin Crust Margarita Pizza? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll let you know the winner next time. Last week's winner was
my mushroom and spinach omelet.
So this has been
444 Meals of the Week.
Hey, Jeff, can you be hungry for something other than food?
What? Hungry for something other than food?
Yeah.
Actually, you can.
Feed your body, mind, and spirit.
This part is talking about your body, feeding your body, your mind, and your spirit. And one of the ways that I do that is I put the daily TV Mass, which is a YouTube channel, up on TV in the exercise room while I am riding the exercise bike. And I do that for 30 minutes. I get to exercise my mind, my body, and my spirit.
That's right.
How about you?
I love doing that. I do that with you. And sometimes what I like to do is I like to go for a walk and I'll listen to some of the previous shows that I have taped on my Anchor Moments YouTube channel where people have shared the miracles that anchor their faith.
And they're inspiring.
Yeah,
They
and they
really
just
are.
make me so happy to get that in. And your church right now, a whole bunch of churches have been putting their services online. So
Now,
you
we're
can
going
be
to
able to
encourage
catch
you
that.
also to financially support them still, even though you may not be attending in person. Like
That's
we
right,
do
because
that,
when the
but-
pandemic's over, you want to be able to still go back into that
Right.
building and hope that the electricity's on.
Right. And
Yeah.
so
We're
okay.
going to be going back to church once we get our
I look forward to
vaccine.
going back to church in person after the pandemic is over.
Or after we get our vaccines, which I'm really hoping we get soon.
But in any event, I'm probably going to still attend the daily TV mass on TV while I am exercising on my exercise bike.
Mhm.
And God bless you. We'll be praying for you, and you can pray for us too.
That's right.
So there's another episode of the 444 Meal Plan.
Thank you for watching and for joining us on our healthy lifestyle journey. And we wish you much success in 2021 with your healthy lifestyle journey too.
Happy New Year, and we'll see you next time.
God bless you.
Thanks for watching. Please click to subscribe and click the bell to be notified when we post new Anchor Moments videos.